we tend to put our best experiences of life on the back burner, especially when we find out that life has gotten so difficult. We say, I miss time with my family, but I'll get to it later. I love to spend time in the Word, but I'll study the Word later. I really need rest, but I'll get that later. And then we'll say, where is God when we need him the most? But that's why he said in Matthew chapter 11, verse 28, he says, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. No matter what else is going on in your life, he will lead you into pastures that's green and into quiet streams if you will follow after him. Well, I've got to close today, but I'm here to tell you that the more word and the more psalms you get in your spirit, the better off you're going to be. And that's why every day you ought to just round back and wake up in the morning and say, the Lord is my shepherd, that I shall not want. And y'all know what that means. That really means that no matter what the need is in my life, it doesn't matter what the circumstances of the economy is, I have a shepherd that will never ever leave me without. I don't know about you, but as I close today, that CNN, I was watching that newscast, and they began to talk about the state of Texas. And they began to say that Texas was one of the most stable states during this longest depression, the economical tough times. And they were trying to figure out why that was so. And I looked at that and I said, well, I know why it's so. Because first of all, the Bible taught me that I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. Y'all know that Texas and Houston is the belt line to fellowships and churches. And I just believe that in the midst of all of our tough times, we still went to church and praised God. And God said that I'll never have my people begging for bread, but I will take care of those who take care of me. And that's why I put my head up and say, without a shadow of a doubt, I don't care how funny my money is, I don't care how dark my valley is, I don't care how high my mountain is, the Lord is my shepherd. And because he's my shepherd, I ain't got to want for nothing. But in the midst of me getting what I need, the Lord knows how to make me lay down in green pastures. In other words, the Lord will set up blessed places for me. And wherever you turn, wherever the Lord is, he say you're walking on sacred and blessed ground. Do I have any witnesses in here that seem like during the famine time, everywhere you turn, you were being blessed? Now, I know we ain't got no shortage of people being blessed at this church. I know we don't. Because when I go to the parking lot after a Sunday service and after everybody's gone, there ain't no all spots on the parking lot. I'm here to tell you, somebody in here has been blessed. Do I have a witness here? When I look, I see folk with nice weaves and nice wigs and pretty lipstick and nice clothes, and I'm here to tell you that God is your shepherd. And guess what? You haven't been in want. And the reason why you haven't been in want, because God said, I got to show the demons who's in control here. Do I have a witness here? He said, I got to let them know it ain't the White House. It ain't the president. It ain't even the Republicans in Congress. But it's all about the Lord is my shepherd, that I shall not want. And the Lord said that the way that I can show who I am is that I have to step back sometime. And y'all know we serve a good God. Y'all know we serve a God that will not bring bad upon us. But the Lord will step back when you get beside yourself, when you can acknowledge that it was he who gave you money in your pocket, When you get beside, I'm going to preach it anyhow. When you get beside yourself, when you can't acknowledge it was God that put a car in your garage and put food on your table, and you won't even acknowledge that it was God to allow you to go to the Galleria and shop the way you want to shop. God said, I'll step back because you've forgotten who I am. I am God incarnate. I am El Shaddai. I am Emmanuel. I am El Shaddai. I am more than a conqueror. He said, I'm going to step back and I'm going to show you what I can do. Isn't it amazing that the God we serve always wait till tough times to show who he is? He said the economy say it's bad, but he's still blessing his people. He said, I'm going to let folk know that even in tough times, that the God that they serve can handle tough times, because the God that they serve made time and is time and made the economy. And so I stopped by today to challenge you and your hearts to lift your head up and know without a shadow of a doubt you ain't got to worry about nothing. Don't blow your brains out, but walk around with peace that passeth all understanding. Walk around with joy that the world ain't gonna give to you. Joy that the world will try to take away. Joy that the world will try to discourage you on. But you serve a God, and the God said, I'm looking for somebody that's going through tough times, but will lift their heads up and say, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord maketh me to lie down in green pastures. The Lord leadeth me beside the still waters. The Lord prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. The Lord anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over. But guess what? I got mercy. I got grace. That's all the days of my life. And that's why I'm able to say the Lord is my shepherd. I'm closing now. But I remember the old folk used to tell us, count your many blessings. See what the Lord has done. Count your many blessings and see what he has done. When I look back over my life, I can't help but praise him. When I look back over my life, I can't help but thank him. Even before my healing got there, I just went on and praised him and told the devil, by his stripes I am healed. That gives me peace, peace that passeth all understanding. And I'm here to tell you today, whatever you're going through, remember that before the manifestation takes place, get in a spirit of praise. And you can only do that when you have peace that passeth all understanding. It ain't gonna make sense, but faith don't make sense. Faith is a risk that you step out on the unknown and call it as though it is when it really haven't shown up yet. I ain't healed yet, but I know I got my healing.